So I'd say 1/3 of my table is now pear-free.
5 5-gallon buckets of pears. None of them cost us a dime, but we have multiple ways we got to preserve these. Dehydrate them, can them, and preserves. Preserves don't work like I want.
But look at how they're still bubbling. That one lost some water, but yeah, I think they've all popped. Yes, they've all sealed. I've got pears put up, dehydrating. I only filled up half my tray because then I had to get my butt busy on the pears I'm about to show you. Probably surprisingly, at least it is to me, the first time ever I'm prepared for this video. You just came to visit us.
Our granddaddy.
Alright, so I was about to make my pears. I'm getting my jars boiling, but I had to stop because we got gifted a beautiful watermelon, a Center Point watermelon, huh? Good and gorgeous, grown right down the road. And JC just dropped hers, but what does he bring every time? What does he bring us every time?
Well, some called butterscotches.
Butterscotches.
Right here, look.
See? Here's my pot that I'm going to put a cup of water and
Mama,
a half a cup of lemon, I believe.
I won't make a mess.
Not that volcano, no.
No, those Legos. My Legos.
You can ask your brother. 6 cups of pears. They are sliced, okay? Going into my pot. Then I have lemon, which is 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna put that in. And then I am going to get 1 cup of water. So this has got to cook. All right, so my timer's like 6 seconds away from going off. They have simmered, covered, as the recipe stated. This is a recipe offline. I'm doing a little different, but not by much. So now it calls for the sugar gel to go in that I'm using, the pectin. So here's to that. It's going in. Can you go ask them real quick? Okay. Well, no, I do have time real quick. All right. This plate here, I've got my jars in just some warm water. My lids, got them washed. So pectin's been used. The next, sugar time. But this is 4 cups of sugar. That's a lot of sugar, but it's not 8 as the recipe called. Because of the pectin I'm using, I get to change that. Brown sugar is not wanting to dissolve and blend in or do whatever it's supposed to real easily. It has to be cleaned up is what I need to know. Confused. It said 6 8-ounce jars. 8 ounces, a pint jar. So don't really know, but it called for 1 package of powdered pectin. That's what I got here. I did use the low sugar one because I did not want 8 cups in here. I feel like it's set up too much. I'll show you what I mean by that. I mean, it is like really gelled. So I'm still gonna try this one again. This is not a full 2 ounces and it called for a 2-ounce packet. Okay. Timer off. I collected a little helper.
Ow!
So I'm gonna put these over here. I mean, they're like super gelled.
What's at the bottom?
That you're never ever to put not enough jars directly on the bottom. They'll crack.
All right. So I'm halfway through this video in the editing process. maybe I get this right with the title, but I'm making this twice. The first batch was too gelled. I'm needing more of a pourable. I can spread the gel, so it's not as bad as I originally thought, but I need to show you the difference, okay? Here are our two. See how that slither of pear is and it's not moving? See that chunk of pear and it's moving? The second batch that's coming up is spreadable. No wonder Tyler loves these. Phenomenal. I mean, that one don't move. It's not, I mean, it's like stuck to it. It tastes good, but the texture's not even that pleasant, to be real honest. I mean, it's chewable, and that's just the gel. This one, I mean, I guess that's actually pourable. Yeah. See, I could just go and swallow. No. So, okay. This one just isn't the best recipe. I followed the instructions and everything. That one, the pear is even flavored more texturally good. That one, I can eat by itself. I don't even need a biscuit. Okay. So just stay tuned in this video. And we'll just try not to repeat this. Which, spoiler alert, I just told you I don't. But this one still isn't the best flavor either. Sadly enough, I got 3 of them to deal with. Which, on a biscuit, should not be a problem. Stay tuned. See what happens.
My brown sugar, I'm going to add water to it. And liquidy it down, if that's even a real word. But I'm going to measure out how many I might choose to go ahead and have more fruit too. I don't know. So who wants to wing this with me? Come on, keep watching. You know you want to see what happens.
I can't ever remember eating pear preserves. Tyler wants them, and I goofed up the first batch.
3 extra cups. So 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going with it. Just went south. I really don't know how. So let me pick this up and just show you what I've got. I think they're supposed to be liquidy. And like, there's no movement. And quite a bit of the pears, like really, really cooked down. So that one doesn't have many in there. So I think that'll be more not pourable, because the way I was understanding it to be is Tyler said you would just take the pears out and then, you know, pour it over something. Or, and you know, well, I don't remember if he said pour it over or not. I don't know. But I'm going to let this come to a simmer and then go 10 minutes.
Look at me, today was going to be the neatest, cleanest, like I was going to be able to say here, YouTube. Look at how clean it is after I started this. Look. I mean, when I broke some jars today, I ended up having clean kitchen towels underneath it, so they've got to go through the washer. And then over here, because I used too small of a bucket and I did not stop and empty my bucket out in the compost, and my little helper who put the empty out my small bucket out so I could get this cleaned up has disappeared. So anyway, not the cleanest, but sadly enough, probably not the messiest, but that's okay. We are making progress. This is what I'm calling a simmer. Okay, so I have less than 5 minutes left in that. But one good thing, my chicken, a whole chicken store-bought, is in the oven. So I'm making progress.
Timer's off. All right, I got it down on low. I'm gonna put that there. They're still simmering. The recipe I used called for this now. But I mean, it just gelled up to gel.
something I learned, my brown sugar did not dissolve very well. So I am taking some of the gel and making it kind of where I can do this without beating my pears to a pulp.
Now I added another half a pack of pectin because I just don't know what I'm doing is really the only honest thing. I know it needs to be gelled, and I know I accomplished this. Accidentally, I had it the right consistency for the plums. The plum jelly's pourable, but thick, more like just a, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this out. So you can see how liquidy it is. I mean, it's not clumps of gel right here on the funnel, which it was on the other one. It was just not what I was looking for. But I know I also need to learn how to pack these jars. I tend to put too much, like in this case, fruit. So I see how that's getting less and less fruit in it. I'm gonna learn, but it is absolutely taking some time. And this is my first year actually going deep into this and not just canning green beans or something like that. So anyway, y'all stay tuned. I hope to next year bring y'all along with me on this and give you some of the things that I'm going to sit down and really consider, but and give y'all tips instead of just seeing some new person doing this. But I'm okay with this. This is gonna be edible either way, and that's what's important. I don't want to waste time, money, or energy, even though these were our pears off our tree. Our pears have not cost us other than the pectin and sugar and spice.
So see how all my pears have risen? I think that is because it's not gelled enough. Here, which I can start touching, is, oops, sorry, get you in, suspended more, but so gelled, it's like Jell-O. So, I will definitely write these things down in my book and take notes for next year and look for different recipes.